Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today we're going to take a look at Shane's creative collection. Before I begin though, I want to have a wristwatch check. I always forget to do this, so I have on my FP Journe chronometer resonance. Alright, so let's take a look at Shane's collection. The first one he has is an Omega Seamaster DeVille. Now, I learned something from this because I knew they had Seamasters and I knew they had DeVille, but I didn't realize that there was a Seamaster DeVille. I thought Seamaster was one watch, DeVille was another. That may have changed in modern times. This was given to Shane's grandfather back in 1968 when he retired after 46 years. It's a cool watch to have, especially with the family history to it. Now, the first watch that Shane got for as a collector is this Tudor Black Shield. And there's something about the Black Shield that I really like. It's got a punch to it. And so a little chronograph and in the black and red, it's a very sort of a good knock-around watch. You could take that anywhere, just about that, any sports event, and really enjoy it. All right, the next watches are really interesting. When I first saw these, I'm thinking, what? You've got two Rolex Explorers, one's black and one's cream, and what did you get those two for? Well, it turned out that Shane got one, and it's I forgot what the date was on it, but it was an older one with a black dial and great big old arrow pointer. I think that's the second date, the GMT hand. And it's got the Cyclops windows over the date. A lot of people hate those. I love them. I think they're great. They're very practical. You can look at your watch and boom, you can see the date in that little window, and the Cyclops acts like a little magnifier. The what I call a polar, but I guess it's really not polar. It's more of a cream colored, and there was they didn't make a lot of this particular model because there was something with the paint that changed color or something, and so he's got this beautiful Rolex Explorer 2 with this amazing case on it. So it's really very cool watches. Okay, so you got two Rolex Explorers, not a problem. All right, now this next one is an interesting one. The Tudor Black Bay Bronze Blue. What's it called? Buchners. I think it's a chain of I think watch and jewelry stores in Europe. I mean, it's like a major one. And sometimes people confuse him with the watch with a similar name. Now, his sister lived in Germany where they had this available, and he was thinking about it. And somehow, all of a sudden, she got it for him, and that was it. And with the bronze case and the black and the blue, or Black Bay, and then the bronze and blue together. Neat watch. Now, the Doxa, I always love Doxas. I like the orange ones, but this one is really cool. Look at that bracelet. It's like the beaded bracelets or the beads on it. Cool looking watch. For Shane, this is sort of a beater watch. He uses it. You can wear that thing anywhere. Love Doxas. If I were a diver, a real diver, not a desk diver, I'd get a Doxa. I mean, with a big orange thing on it so you could see it. And I don't know why. It's just like that thing would hold up okay. I wouldn't take a watch. If I had a Submariner, I wouldn't take it down with me. I'd want to keep that dry. I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, those are both a couple more watches. Another Rolex. Now, this one is a GMT Master 2, BLNR, the Batman, with the black and blue bezel on it. When I was looking at GMTs, this was one that I really liked, and for Rolex GMT, this is my favorite. And I also like the Batman. The next one is a Blancpain 50 Fathoms. Now, Sean says this watch is quite a heavy one. This particular model ended up fairly heavy. That's okay. I mean, if I have a watch and I know I'm wearing it, that's all right. If I don't know I'm wearing it, that's okay too. So if I have a heavy watch, not a problem. Like this one too. 50 Fathoms is one of my very favorite Blancpains. And it's got the date at 4 o'clock. And again, this is one of the things a lot of people, oh, they don't like it. 4 o'clock. I do. I think it's a great place. Nothing else is happening at 4 o'clock. Might as well put the date there. 3 and 6 are sort of index dates for the north, south, east, west on them. Yeah. Anyway, this is another watch I like. Everything about the 50 Fathoms is one of those watches that I first saw it and didn't think much of it. The more I looked at it, the more I liked it. All right, moving right along. This next one, the Resence. Shane got it for himself for a birthday present. It's called the Type 1N. Now, usually there's not a dash between the 1 and the N, but I put it there just so it doesn't look like N, high-N. This, for those of you who are not familiar with the Resence, you say, oh, some people, the only thing they know is got a ETA as a base movement. I looked at that ETA that they used. They may have used the IBOS. They may have used something. I don't know what it was, but you look at the movement, it doesn't look like an ETA to me. And then you have the whole dial moving. The Resence is one of those really, really amazing watches, a fun watch to have, a great one to wear. I wish I had one. They're fantastic. Now, next to it is a H. Moser. And H. Moser is one of my very favorite watches. I mean, it's a watch that I really, really like a lot. And so that's nothing new. I mean, this particular one is what I call left-handed Pioneer. Pioneer is one of the models like Endeavor and so forth. Now, this one has the crown for a left-handed person. Actually, the left-handed or right-handed, I don't think should really matter because you really shouldn't wind your watch when it's on your wrist. If you do so, your chances of bending the stem are pretty good. So it really isn't something you should do. Mine is up here at 12 o'clock. So, okay. So this is another, God, it's a great watch. That's just sort of an understated, beautiful watch, in my opinion. All right, finally, he's got this Patek Philippe regulator 5235G. What a great watch. This is another watch that I wouldn't mind having at all. First of all, I want a regulator. And second of all, I like this one. And this has got, I think it's an annual calendar, not positive. It's got the date and the day of the week. At 12 o'clock, it's got a sub-dial for the hours, 6 o'clock, the seconds. And then the center is for the center dial is for the minutes. And that's the way regulators work. Again, I don't have a regulator. I want one. I would love to have this one. I really would. But they're sort of tad over my expenses right now. And one of the things that Shane sent me was another one with a light on the dial. This is the same way. You turn it and a certain light, suddenly and this is with your truly blued hands, this is what you're going to get. Gorgeous watch. Love it. This collection is a great collection. But the thing I like about it is so creative. It's different kind of watches. They're not all the same. And I happen to like it a lot. Anyway, well, listen, I know that I'm not going to give any. Sometimes I'll have a suggestion. Why don't you get this or that? Well, there's one. You might like an FP Journe in there, just for the fun of it. But like I said, you don't need any help from me. Some of you may have some other ideas. or, you know, looking at this collection, you can get some ideas for yourself too. Anyway, like I said, love to hear your comments. Also, if you have any, if you'd like to subscribe, this is an invitation to do so. And until Friday, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Side, the art and science of watch collection.